And welcome back, y'all. It's 8:41 p.m. Still Saturday, September 3rd, 2022. Oh, it's Saturday night. All right. There, as I finished up the ATM, this other guy pulled up, and look how he just parked there in what is clearly a no parking zone. I actually made an effort to park in a parking spot, although it's hard to tell where the parking spots are here. Like, it's dark enough in the parking lot that I can't really see. Like, I can't tell the difference between the stripes, where there are stripes, and then former stripes that aren't stripes anymore because they painted over them with black paint. It's all just reflecting the same in the dark. Not that there was anybody else there until that other person showed up for it to make a difference. Oh, here comes somebody else pulling in the bank. Two somebody else's. Oh, I'm glad I got my deposit done during the lull of there being nobody there. I'm trying to decide where I'm going right now. I have like no, I don't know. I'm kind of thinking about going to Oz Bar, but thinking about going to Oz Bar, but just kind of part of me not really feeling it. I could go back up to that place on Bell, where Terry used to host. I forget the name of the bar. Trying to remember if this is the roadway. You know, it's a private street too. If this is where the 50 comes out, the one that starts at 44th Street. It's been a while since oh nope, this is definitely not it, because we're going to a gate here, which I am not going in. I guess I'm not going through this way. I want to say it's been a while since I've been on a bus, but that's not true. I've actually been going back and forth to Rob's shop via bus quite a bit. That's last week. And I did take the bus home from the dentist. There was that. Granted, that was only a half mile, but hey, it was still on a bus. But yeah, I haven't done any real distance busing, any farther than from my place to Rob's shop. Speaking of Rob's shop, he wanted me to go in this morning and bring him my. So many holes since Friday. What's a super summary of what's happened since Thursday night? Karaoke show, as I mentioned in the last video. The karaoke show was quite excellent. And I'm trying to think of some like more memorable moments, and the thing that's most sticking in my head is how the show really got just started, just suddenly locked in with everybody who was there with Patsy singing Sweet Thing. I do remember my first couple songs. I think in my first one, I was wearing a Prince shirt that night, so I was just totally in the mood to bring some Prince. That and a friend of mine who I gave this really cool looking skull, like a decorative skull, plaster covered in I want to say it was covered in jewels, I don't know, it looks like it's covered in diamonds. Obviously it's not diamonds, but anything. It was a really cool looking piece. This guy kind of collects skull figurines, and I just saw it when I was out thrifting one day and just thought it was the coolest thing. It made me think of him. It was a few bucks, so I grabbed it for him. Dude just loved it. He always would keep it at his table as kind of a decoration. And I guess during the week, last week, some asshole stole it. So, yeah, not cool. Oh man, I could have turned left there and went by the surveillance cactus. I love driving by the surveillance cactus. I know it's got a license plate reader in it, so I'm sure every time I go by, it's like, man, this guy again. What the fuck is he doing here? He's really into Prince, so I figured I'm wearing a Prince shirt, And I know when I like throw, I'll sing some Prince songs, play some Prince videos, it always puts him in a better mood. I figured he could use some cheering up since somebody stole the skull that I had given him. And I was wanting to sing some of my new Prince stuff because, as I mentioned in quite a few videos a couple weeks ago, every week when I'm adding music, I always focus on specific artists and try to add a bunch of stuff from individual artists at a time. And the main artist that I focused on a couple weeks ago was Prince. And I was wanting to sing one of my new versions that I just added, and of course I didn't. I was thinking in my head I improved a version from 1999, so like an idiot I put on 1999, and I sang 1999. I enjoyed singing 1999. Tried to sing that a couple of weeks ago over at Wander In, and Priscilla totally fucking hijacked my song. So, and my thing is, I just wanted to make a joke out of the chorus and say, yeah, tonight we're gonna party like it's 23 years ago. But anyway, just to remind everybody that 1999 was a long time ago. Damn, the drink is gone already. I knew I was thirsty. Dang. Anyway, that's not the song I wanted to sing. I wanted to check out the new karaoke version I have, and actually use it for Little Red Corvette. Those songs are just like totally intertwined in my mind. Like, I mean, those were the two big hits off that album. They were both got a ton of radio airplay at the same time, and then both got a lot of airplay again later in the 80s when Purple Rain was so huge. And for many, many years, I had a moment of truth. Where am I going? I think I want to head towards Osbar. I don't feel like going as far as Bell Road today. I went to that bar off of Bell Road a few weeks ago with Corey, and I had a good time hanging out with Corey, and I enjoyed the karaoke, but we were there all night. I only got 2 songs in. The second song I just barely got in, and by then the bar was damn near empty. First song, it was pretty awesome, but the bottom line is that I didn't meet anybody there. I didn't really talk to anybody there other than my waitress, the KJ, and my friend Corey. So I'm just kind of hoping to meet women. so I think I'll go to a gay bar to meet women. That makes sense. No, I go to a gay bar because the karaoke is, I just have more fun singing there, and I get a lot more songs in there. Speaking of that, I went there last night, sang Welcome to the Internet by Bo Burnham, and the crowd went nuts on that one. I'm really eager to go do that again. That was so much fun singing that. I missed a few of the lines. I had a handful of people tell me they couldn't even tell. So I'm wanting to do it this time and not flub any lines up at all. So that's kind of my goal. All right, I got some asshole passing me on the right. I'm just about to change lanes and get out of the fast lane, but I guess I have to let this guy speed in front of me. The joke's going to be on him if he keeps speeding. I'm doing 40 and a 40. He's obviously doing a little faster. Nah, he's probably at an okay speed. For those who don't know, I'm driving through the town of Paradise Valley on Lincoln Drive. Just turned left off of Tatum, and this is the heart of the town of Paradise Valley. And the town of Paradise Valley is known for a lot of things, and one of them is photo radar speeding tickets. Speeding through here is just not advisable. Which is kind of a bummer because you can see the road really lends itself for hauling ass. But all these exceptionally wealthy people that own multi-million-dollar properties up here like to have their property taxes as low as possible. So the city gets its money from automated speeding tickets for everybody else that just drives through the town of Paradise Valley, getting from parts of Phoenix to other parts of Phoenix and parts of Scottsdale. So, like I was coming from Phoenix, where the bank was, that was Phoenix, where I started this video. And had I stayed on Tatum, by the time I got to Doubletree Ranch Road, I would be back in Phoenix. So, Phoenix kind of wraps around the town of... I just saw a flash. I don't think it flashed. Speaking of photo tickets, I just saw a flash. I don't think it flashed me. I was only doing maybe 42 and a 40. I think the guy behind me ran that red light enough for the light. Did you see? Probably you didn't see it. Oh yeah, like hello, I'm looking in my rearview mirror. Flash was in my rearview mirror. I don't know. Maybe this video will show kind of a brightness of the flash. But anyway, I saw the photo radar flash go off behind me. That's fun. Of course, if it's me, they're going to have a fun time trying to serve me. That's a fun thing. I don't know if I ever mentioned this. With Arizona photo radar tickets, different places handle it different ways. But with photo radar tickets in Arizona, by Arizona law, they have to be served, as in person, by a process server for them to be valid. Now, granted, they mail them out, and if you open them in the mail and go to the website they tell you to go to, that is deemed admission of receipt, and then you're on the hook for it. But yeah, when you get that ticket, as long as you, oh wow, the lane lines are gone and these guys are just driving right down the middle. There's supposed to be 2 lanes here. I'm back in Phoenix, by the way. Once you cross 32nd Street, you enter Phoenix. Not that it looks any different. It still looks like Paradise Valley, because this is the Biltmore area and the Squaw Peak area. But so yeah, very upscale, exclusive part of Phoenix, but Phoenix nonetheless. Anyway, yeah, if you get that and you go to the website like it says to, I'm pretty sure that's deemed a acknowledgement of receipt. Now, granted, at that point you can always look at the picture and then mail the ticket back and check the box that says, it's not me. and generally speaking, they dismiss it at that point. But yeah, photo radar tickets are stupid easy to get out of, but the easiest way to get out of them is just not get served. When you get the envelope, open it and just kind of laugh and go, yeah, good luck serving me, fools. And then, of course, don't answer your door in the daytime for the next God knows how many months. I used to know off the top of my head exactly how long, but yeah, of course, they've got to get a clear picture of your face, so you can always do the I don't think that's me thing. Wow, it's so wild how they've got this. There's usually 3 lanes through here. They've just resurfaced this road, and there's no lane lines. So, I mean, not a big deal now. It's not much traffic here, but I bet this is going to be chaos if they don't get it striped by Monday morning. Because there's a lot of traffic on this road Monday morning. Peace-to-Squaw Peak Drive. Forever that was Squaw Peak Drive. And over the residents' objections, and the residents voiced many objections to the renaming of their street, the politically correct, pandering city council did manage to change the name. So, yeah, we're driving. I'm driving right south of the mountain formerly known as Squaw Peak. It's now got a different name, named after I believe the first Native American pilot or something like that. I can't pronounce her name, so I'm not even going to try to. I don't know. Not a fan of renaming of landmarks. It'll always be Squaw Peak to me. Just as this freeway will always be the Squaw Peak Parkway. The freeway crossing, by the way. I'm not on a freeway. I am on... now I'm on Glendale Avenue. I forget exactly at what block it changes from Lincoln Drive to Glendale Avenue. I want to say it's just a couple blocks, maybe about 3 blocks on the other side of the freeway. Just drove by the Quaker Church. Yeah, Quakers are still a thing. They don't really call themselves Quakers anymore, though. Now they call themselves the Society of Friends. I forget how I found out that place was there. I went there for some kind of meeting or something, maybe 18 years ago. and read some interesting things on the wall and some interesting pamphlets, and I'm like, oh wow, Quakers still exist. Learn something new every day. So I'm not doing too good at summing up what'll happen Thursday and Friday and today. Yeah, not really doing that at all, am I? No, just driving down Glendale, enjoying the drive. I'd be enjoying the drive a whole lot more with air conditioning, but it's not too miserably hot at the moment. God, I'm really jonesing to go to a different karaoke bar other than Oz, but I really want to go to somewhere where I could, like, maybe have a chance of meeting some women, but I really want to sing Bo Burnham. Part of me really wants to sing Bo Burnham, Welcome to the Internet again, and part of me wants to try singing White Woman's Instagram. And that song is hysterical. Part of me wants to sing that one over at Bullock's, but I think it would be I think it would be kind of lost on that crowd. Okay, I got people passing me on the right. I'm doing like 45, and I'm pretty sure the speed limit through here is 45. No, the speed limit through here is 40. People still insisting on passing me on the right. Alrighty then. So, oh God, so I'm trying to, sorry, I have like no focus tonight at all. So yeah, so Sunday, as I was saying, as I said several times, Thursday night show was really, really good. Seeing a lot of attractive women, connecting with absolutely none of them, just a typical Thursday night for me. This one gal that I've been trying to kind of spend time with and have been kind of on a more personal level with for several months, she actually showed up, and I hadn't seen her for a while, and then she was hanging out with me, and then at one point she just left and didn't say goodbye or anything, and she hasn't returned my text messages since, so I'm not sure. I don't know what I did to upset her. I don't think I did anything that should have upset her, but I'm feeling kind of weird about that. I don't know. I'm almost wondering if maybe she's like kind of interested in me, and it was maybe bugging her that I was telling, you know, because I've pretty much completely friend zoned her, you know. Yeah, guys do that too. They always talk about women friend zoning guys, but as a guy, I'm pretty sure I've friend zoned a lot of women that have been interested in me. It's a guy thing too. It's just not as common. But yeah, I've definitely friend zoned this gal. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm a guy. If she came on to me strong, I would I'd probably go for it. But I mean, she'd have to come on to me like really, really like grabbing my junk kind of strong. Other than that, she's kind of in the friend zone right now. And that's for a handful of different reasons I don't even want to get into. But at any rate, so I'm there, you know, so I'm almost talking to her like I'm talking to another guy, you know, like oh yeah, that chick is really hot to me, and that chick is really hot to me, and that chick is really hot to me, and she's just like, now why don't you tell her? I'm like, I don't know, she already walked off. So how would I tell her that and it not be weird and awkward? And then at one point she's like, dude, can you stare at her any harder? And I'm like, maybe. Anyway, at one point she disappeared, so maybe she's just frustrated I'm not looking at her like that. But I mean, I don't feel like she's given me any reason to want to look at her like that. But shit, I should have turned left at that last light. Sorry, I didn't turn left at this next light. Damn, I'm almost to Oz, and I still haven't made it past Thursday. So yeah, show was pretty. It was good, but it was relatively uneventful. I said I was going to sing a Prince song. Yeah, I sang 1999, but what I meant to sing was Little Red Corvette, because I really wanted to try singing the longer karaoke version that I recently added. That's got the breakdown towards the end of the song, the part where Prince goes, girls got an ass like I've never seen. I wanted to see where I could take that, and I've never used a karaoke version that has that part in it, so I was really looking forward to that. Yeah, after I sang 1999, I knew there was no going back to Little Red Corvette, although I forget, I played a video coming out of 1999, also a Prince video, and then when I walked back, my friend who had the skull stolen, who's the big Prince fan, was like, Dan, you gotta do more Prince, and I'm like, yeah, definitely. So I sang She's Always in My Hair, because I'm pretty excited that I was able to get karaoke for that during this short window of time that it was available to be purchased. So wild. I still think that, like, not the last time I went to Oz, which was last night, but the time I went before, it was so wild how I put it in and the song was available to sing in the Carafun app, but then by the time, 15 minutes later, by the time it was time for me to sing, it had just mysteriously like it had been pulled for copyright just in that time span. That was so wild. And what was even more wild was how, like, the people who are running Carafun don't understand how that's a thing and how that's going to happen, and yet I do. And when I'm trying to explain it to them, the KJ, or not so much the KJ, but the guy that owns the system, he's like doing all this crazy stuff to get it to play. When I'm telling him, yeah, you're not going to, because it's been pulled for copyright. And then he turned and snapped and was a total asshole to me about, like, oh, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay, right. So I bet you $1,000. I forget what he said to me. It was rude as fuck. I don't know. I ended up leaving right after that. I kind of, I don't know, torn before. Part of me didn't even want to go back after that. But although, come to think of it, I think I went back the very next day. I did. I wasn't there Saturday. And come to find out, the guy that was hosting karaoke Saturday, I guess that guy's partner. Whoops. Okay, going to Oz. I want to turn on this side street here. I always park in the neighborhood north of Oz and walk in, because they have hardly any parking lot at all. Yeah, I'm not going to get the story done at all, am I? So yeah, I sang that. I didn't get to really sing much after that, just because I had so many singers. I mean, I know I did some stuff, but I just don't even remember what I sang after that point. Now I'm trying to think about it, and I guess it doesn't really matter. I did totally forget to bring my headphones.